Good morning. Don't I just thrilled to be awake? Welcome to my morning routine. Now, I want to share my morning routine with you all because I've been doing this routine for a little over a year now, and I have seen such positive changes from implementing this routine into my daily life. Here you can see I'm just smearing SPF all over my face. This is one of the first things I wanted to implement into my daily routine was washing my face, moisturizing, and using sunblock every single day. So until about a year ago, I was not doing this. I know there are so many benefits of doing this. I'm really glad that is something I added to my daily routine, but truly it's just the beginning. Now, after I have washed my face, SPF'd, brushed my hair, whatever I need to do, I get dressed for the day. This was the next big change that I made, especially since the pandemic. I was not getting dressed most days. I would just spend as long as I could in whatever clothes I slept in if I wasn't leaving the house. Now you can see that I'm just wearing a stretchy onesie and a big t-shirt. So it's nothing big getting dressed into anything specific, but it's just changing clothes helps me get set up for the day. Next is a task that is different every single day, and on this particular morning, it was quite a task. I clean up my space, which is this little corner of my bedroom where my desk is. I almost always have clothes on the chair, but this was a mess. So I got going, just started putting clothes away. I had some things that I never unpacked from the weekend trip to Miami we did. I had a bunch of sewing projects and fabric and things just piled on top of each other. So this is something that when I implemented, I really noticed a difference of starting with a clean slate in my physical space. Another thing that I didn't film before this step is that I usually make the bed as soon as I get out of it. I'm usually the last person up in the house, so as I get up, I just make the bed, nothing special, just put pillows back, straighten the blanket, and that helps to have a clean space as well. Now, as I continue cleaning up, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I implemented and created this routine. So one thing that I'm not doing in this video is using a playlist that I made when I created this routine. This playlist was 6 songs long, and what I did was I assigned a task to each song. So this is something that really helped me to solidify the full routine and continue from task to task and get the whole thing done as I set out to do. It helped me not get lost in any task or feel like I didn't have enough time, because this playlist was the same every single day. It was the same exact amount of time, and so I knew exactly how much time everything was going to take, no matter what, and I couldn't make excuses. So for at least about the first 6 months, I would say, this routine was a non-negotiable. I would wake up, plug in the playlist, and I would get going. Now, with this playlist, I would just go from task to task as soon as the song changed. And so for things like this, cleaning up my space, if I wasn't completely finished, that's okay. I just went on to the next task. And I did have 5 tasks. So the 6th song, I would go back and finish little things that I needed to. If I needed to fix my hair, if I needed to finish cleaning up, whatever needed to be done, that last song was there. And if I was done, then I just got to party. Isn't that so much better than before? I really love this step of the routine because I truly feel like I'm just set up for the whole day once everything I have is in its place and ready to go. And now for the next steps, I have a beautifully clean space to sit and continue my morning routine. Now, this next step is morning pages. This is a little bit of a newer addition. I didn't start this a year ago when I started the whole routine, but I implemented it a few months ago after beginning to read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. So far, I'll be honest, this is as far as I've gotten in the steps from The Artist's Way, and this is kind of a pre-step to the 12 weeks, but I do have it on my list to continue working through the artist's way. So hopefully we can add in another step very soon. But I've been really loving doing morning pages. It's 3 pages and it's just stream of consciousness, writing, journaling, whatever comes to mind. It's different every single day. I never go back and read it, and I really like it. It helps to just get a bunch of thoughts out right in the morning. The next thing I do is another journaling exercise that I implemented just a few months ago as well. So in this journal, I start every entry with this phrase, I notice abundance in my life when. And then I come up with 3 examples, usually from the day prior, of things in my life where I notice abundance. Then I write 3 things I'm grateful for and 3 things I love. To be totally honest, I just randomly started doing this one day. I had this new journal and I was trying to decide what to use it for, because when it comes to journals, every one has a different purpose. And I just had the impulse to start a version of a gratitude journal. And that's what I came up with. And I've just chosen to stick with it, and I really enjoy it. Now, here is the last step of this big morning routine, a meditation. Now, I have been seriously meditating since I began this routine, and that this became a non-negotiable part of the non-negotiable morning routine. Before then, I had dabbled in meditation in different ways, but adding this every single day, especially first thing in the morning, has been probably one of the most radical changes I've made in my life. And it really makes me feel like I have a fresh slate for the day. So a lot of the steps before these mindful practices help me have a fresh slate physically, in my space, in my body, everything like that. And then these mindful practices help me feel like I have a clean slate emotionally, mentally. I check in with myself, see where I'm at, and all that good stuff. And then I feel ready for the day. So that's my morning routine. Thank you for following along. I really love sharing this because it has helped me so much, especially the hack with the playlist to go from task to task. I encourage you to try it if you want a morning routine but are struggling to implement it. That is really what helped me. And now, as I said, I wasn't using the playlist in this video, but on days where I feel like I need it, I have it. And on days where I feel like I can go through all these habits gracefully, that's exactly what I do. So thanks for watching.